What's up, boys? We back with some more Pesticide Not Required since I am quite enjoying it so far. Today I'm cooking some apples. We got the Dr. Hops frog, max health when an apple is collected, projectile speed per move speed, extra apples, and extra effectiveness to future apple spawns. However, I have no health regen, I get less healing from them, and I attack much slower, but I should get a lot of ramping health from them. And then over here I refunded all of my meta progression, put it all into 0.2% apple spawns when a fish is caught, and also XP gain when an apple is collected. So I need to be stacking fish spawns and catching them, and then I'll get a ton of apples, which will then give me HP and XP over there, and the spawns from the fish there. So let's go into Hazard 2 Orange Tree, or actually I guess I have to do this stuff. Let's just go Hazard 2 Pink Tree then. Get my plants down over here. So I start with the hammer, which is, I believe, very low damage and sort of a knockback weapon. So it's going to be kind of rough to kill these guys early on. Oh yeah, I need to be fishing as much as possible to get the permanent apple spawn rate up. Let's see, projectile speed, bunch of damage, fishing speed. Let's look for some more interesting stuff, like fishing spawns or something. Coin gain per crit damage. I don't think coin gain is that useful later on. And fish spawn is directly what I do not want to do. So I'm just going to grab some rerolls here. And then we have, I guess some big crit is not bad. That's actually a lot of crit and some attack size. So the apples spawn somewhere around the trees. I don't know the exact spawn points on them. Let me make sure this stuff is watered up here. Get our fish over here. Yeah, the hammer seems really weak early on. Oh, it's probably aimed at my mouse as well. Let's see if we can get some cool fish or apple stuff here. That's just health. Apple spawns would work. The -2 water capacity is kind of bad early on, but I need the apple spawns for my permanent stats. Oh yeah, it is aimed at my mouse. Whoops. So it's going to be very painful to water my crops now though, so hopefully I get the pet for that pretty early. Get all my fishies. Get a little bit more money from the ore up here before I go to the shop. Coin gain, that's not bad. Max health. I'm going to be getting a lot of max health stuff, and I'm not sure if that applies to it, so that could break the build if it does. So let's just grab the ramping coin bonus here. It's pretty early to get that, so I will get to the point where I'm getting a ton of money a bit faster. No pets, don't need land yet. Boomerang, mower, or weed whacker. Let's try the weed whacker here. Blades orbit me, sounds cool. Get those down and started watering. Let's look for some apple or fish stuff. Crit chance, mining yield, and fishing yield. I guess fishing yield kind of helps. That will help me get a lot more XP, and that's a legendary. Okay, we got those all down. Got an apple over there. So those give me HP and XP every time I grab them, although they have much less healing now. I normally just go for a bunch of regen, and then apples don't really give you much, but that of course doesn't work if you have -1000 regen. Need to be aiming that. And I also need some new weapons, so I should be focusing on this for now. Looks like we have a couple weapons done over there. Wasn't enough to get anything, it looks like. Oh, I do have it at level 1. I just didn't get any of the upgrades for it yet. Health, attack, planting speed. Definitely do not want to lower my fish spawns. Crop yield, apple spawns, no. Coin gain when a weapon is harvested. That's okay. I do want that, but 1 water capacity would just be brutal right now, so I think I need to wait on that. I could grab that, and it's only one level, so it would also be out of the pool as well. So I should have a lot of coin ramping up now. 2 water capacity will help me out with some of the upgrades that I'm getting that seem to be lowering it. So that kind of helps with future upgrades that I'm looking to get here. Get our fishies for the permanent boost there, see if there's any apples nearby. Nothing for our apples or fish there. Nothing really there. XP gain at the start of each day, and it's pretty early for that, so I've got some huge ramping up going on now at least. Got an apple for some stats here. We have a pet who plants seeds, so that's useful. We've got Bomb, Crow Boom, or Yo-Yo. I don't love any of those. The Crow Boom maybe, I think that has a pretty good AoE on it. And then let's grab some XP seeds over here. Definitely need some more weapons going on. So this should be a pretty big XP run. I got the early XP per day, and I get extra XP every single time I get an apple. Apple spawns, that's fine. Apple healing, but you lose the spawns. That's the main stat I need, so I do not want that. Let's grab that to get the extra spawns. I do get a bit less ore, but I have a lot of coin gain, so that's probably fine anyways. My damage is quite bad, and I keep forgetting to aim the hammer on them. Make sure these are watered. Scarecrow, let's get the +1 amount. Pretty big for our first upgrade on that. So I should have a decent amount of HP now, 121, and then I also get XP from them, which doesn't seem that high yet. Need to make sure I'm watering since the toucan can plant them now. Definitely need some more damage. Attack size, crop yield, but lowers apples. Sure, that has spawns and movement speed. I lose that water capacity I got. So hopefully I get an elephant soon. We've got Fairy Dance, Crow Boom, Bonkhammer. I think I like the Fairy Dance, creating some orbiting dudes circling around me. Get some XP over here maybe. This looks pretty close and it has a lot less water thirst. A lot less water requirements. Oh yeah, and the fish are increasing apple spawns. Can I see that? 164%. So I'm also looking to get the upgrade that increases my damage based on my HP as well. I don't think I want to go down to 2 yet, although I do want that. Let's see what else we got. Apple spawns, that's fine I think. Anything I want more? Don't think so. That's pretty good if I want the max apple spawns. I suppose ideally you would be getting the fishing spawn so you can get the permanent boost from that, but it's fine. Get our watering in up here. 4 is kind of painful on that. Got damage, attack frequency. That's pretty helpful with the other stuff I'm getting that's lowering that. That is some decent damage though. But maybe I'll wait a bit later for that once I have some more fishing speed and stuff to actually cancel that out a bit. Trying to finish off that fish real quick. We've got boomerang, mole turret, or twin sights. Let's get the turrets there to give us some persistent effects to defend us. That's some chunky XP, but it's also extremely expensive. So I think that one's actually more efficient since it's less than half the price. Can grab a few of those. Watering speed, let's see what else there is for fish or the other thing. XP gain at the start of each day. These are both great, but this will give me more apple-based stuff since they ramp up with the number of fish I'm getting, so I think this sort of fits the build I'm going for more here. And it gives me XP anyways. Got apple spawns, but the water capacity would be very painful right now, so grab the fish spawns there. This is actually pretty rough. I'm getting a lot of apples, but they barely heal anything, and I have 0 regen. How about dim apples? I just don't have time to do anything right now. Fairy dance, attack size and duration seems pretty good. I can't really move. I can't... Can I... Oh my god, really, dude? I can't afford it after all of that? +2 piercing, damage attack duration. Let's grab that, and then probably grab some piercing later on. Grab the bigger stats there. Fish spawns per fishing speed. Sure. I'm probably dead anyways. It's like nowhere to even move, and I can't even interact with anything here. And my healing is so low. Alright, I don't think this is viable right now with my current meta progression. I just can't get any economy stuff going. I can't really farm right now. I just have to focus everything on avoiding stuff. So maybe I just go Hazard 1 here. Get a bit more meta stuff here. I can't really even afford much stuff here. Damage, crit damage. Let's see what else we got. Coin gain at the start of each day. Pet gain would have been pretty good. But I'm kind of just dying here, so let's grab some damage. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to lower the difficulty for trying this out with my current meta progression. There's just nowhere to go, and I can't stay there and get my money and stuff. Alright, I'm just going hazard 1. I can't do this right now. I can get a little bit of damage or something, I think, with that. What else? Crit chance, resistance, help with the survivability. And then I guess I'll just go hazard 1 on one of the other maps then, until I get some more meta progression there. Gonna try the same apple plus fishing stuff though. Resistance, move speed, attack duration. That's decent, but the minus coin gain early on, kind of 100 XP every time a seed is planted. Sure, let's try that. Although I just planted basically all of my seeds over there. Apple healing when an apple is collected is interesting. Fish spawns per fishing speed is also interesting. I like both of those. I think this will give me more XP and HP since I get that per apple. So now fishing speed is pretty important as well. Shop prices is decent. Fishing yield, I don't think I scale with that. I scale with plus spawns and speed on it. Yeah, sure, that'll help us get some more pets and land and stuff early on, I suppose. See if I can get a little bit more money. Doesn't seem like there's that much. So we've got Crow Boom, Yo-Yo, Water Beam. I think I like the Water Beam there. And then some XP somewhere. It seems pretty good. And I do get a bonus whenever I plant stuff, so get a bit more there just to make sure I have enough. Crit damage, health. Let's look for some fishing and apple stuff. Apple spawns. Apple healing is okay. XP and coin is decent. I'll lose a lot of survivability, but I could probably get away with that, and the early XP could be pretty helpful. Grab some more water. Gotta maximize the crops for that XP when I plant them. I can max out the shop bonus there. And minus max health isn't that bad since I'm getting HP from picking the apples up. Damage, crop growth. Let's see some more interesting stuff. Let's look for some fishing apple stuff. Coin gain when a weapon is harvested. Sure. Pretty early to get that. Need to check on my crops in a second. Grab the water down here and go up for our apple and fish up here. Crit damage, effectiveness, a future crit chance. That seems like a bad one to get pretty early on. See what else we got. No fishing or apple stuff. Apple healing, Shop prices when a weapon is harvested. It's pretty early to get that, and it's also a 1 level, so it'll take it out of the pool there. Although, not ideal to get it right before the shop, but we got an early elephant, that's quite helpful. I could get a bit of land, sure. We've got toad oil. Actually haven't even seen that one in a long time, and I remember that being pretty good in the demo. So I'm actually going to get a bunch of cheap seeds here, since I get the flat XP for planting anything. And then the elephant's a huge help for that. Rerolls. Minus spawns is pretty bad there. See what else. Damage per max health should be great on this character, although I did just reduce it a little bit. This is one of the best in slot items I want for the endgame on this character though. Minus 78% might be too early, but hopefully I can pull through with that. It's probably fine for Hazard 1. And every apple gives me a bit of HP and then damage now. Let's look for some fishing apple stuff. XP at the start of each day, it's pretty early, that's fine. Toad oil, +1 amount. The stats over here are a bit higher. So now we've got little puddles on the ground, which will help for a while afterwards. I'm about to die without really even getting hit. Move speed. See what else we got. Coin gain at the start of each day is okay. But I have enough like coin-based ramping stuff already that I probably don't need that. Attack size. Honestly, let's just grab the HP. I'm about to die and that gives me some damage here. So I'm now down to minus 55%, which nearly doubles my damage with the current penalty. And I've got a little bit of HP to help survive here. Apple spawns, attack frequency when a crop is harvested, but you lose duration. So you would need to go sort of a specific build with attacks that don't really use duration. So this might end up being bad because if I get my toad oil to really low duration, then it's just going to fade instantly, and the apple spawns here will be pretty helpful. See if I can actually find some apples. Oh, geez, I didn't see those guys. Get our fishies over here real quick. Or real slow. Got mining yield when a fish is harvested, and I'm focusing heavily on fish, so that might be decent. Let's see, we've got yo-yo, bomb, weed whacker. Let's get the weed whacker. Probably fine on land for now. Let's just get some cheap, decent seeds. These are not bad. To get the XP on planting. Max health per resistance. Apple spawns. Sure, that'll be good a bit later on with some resistance. I've got the damage from health as well, so that synergizes pretty nicely with that. Could really use some more apples. Mining, fishing yield. See what else we got. Resistance, health regen. I could definitely... Wait, no, I get 0 health regen. But the resistance would be decent. Let's see what else there is. Apple spawns, health and health regen. Yeah, losing out on the health regen is actually kind of painful. Let's grab the apple spawns here. That'll give me extra healing and permanent stats from them. Grab our crops over here, weed whacker. Let's grab the 2 amount over there. Apple spawns, fishing yield when an ore is mined. Fish spawns per fishing speed. Fish spawns is one of the primary stats here, so I think I will grab that and finish that one off. So we've got Bouncy Ball, Tongue Lash, or Bomb. I don't remember any of those being that crazy. I think the Tongue Lash is okay for keeping enemies off of you, so I'll go there. Grab some cheap seeds for the XP. Grab that apple. Can't quite get that fish yet. Maybe the build's too greedy, but this actually seems kind of rough even on difficulty 1. See if we got any fish or apple stuff. Any fish or apple stuff? Nope. Maybe just grab the crop thirst and water capacity to help out a bit with that. Tongue lash. I think I like the size there. Damage, crop thirst damage. This will be pretty helpful later on and works with the build. Definitely need to grab some resistance somewhere now though. So we've got a toucan that pairs nicely with the elephant. Tongue lash, toad oil, water beam. I think I like the toad oil there. More land, probably more seeds at this point. Grab some cheapies that are good. Those seem decent. Tongue lash, let's get the 2 and the extra attack frequency there to help keep enemies off in melee. Apple healing. Chance to gain an additional pet whenever recruiting one. It is fairly early still, so that could be pretty good. I need like an apple tracker for this guy or something. So our damage should be fine now, minus 22%, still a bit low. Need some resistances as well to scale up the HP there and get the survivability as a whole up. Toad oil. Pretty good stats there, about 65 versus 70. I kind of like this one because it makes the coverage a lot better with the attack size plus the duration though. And create a ton of long-lasting big damaging zones with it. Max health resistance would be pretty good. This is really good for the build though, with the fishing stuff. So I probably want to try that. So we've got Toad Oil, Water Beam, Weed Whacker. How's Toad Oil doing? Level 2. That seems really low. Don't have enough for that, so just grab some cheap seeds over here. That is really low for that cost. Toad Oil. 50, 75 versus 60. Quite a bit more total stats there. Fishing speed and yield would be pretty good. That lowers apple spawn, so let's grab that. Fishing speed also increases the number of fish I spawn now. Got some decent toad oil coverage. Seems like the apples might just drop from a nearby tree or something. I'm not sure exactly how they work. Toad oil, about 80 there versus 90 there. Both have 2 amounts. Effectiveness to fishing seems pretty important for the build, as well as the extra spawns. Man, this map actually seems pretty insane for just being the first difficulty. I guess my build is pretty greedy, but still. Health and regen, lose resistance. Let's grab the apple spawns, I suppose. 2 water capacity, but I mostly have the elephant on them. We've got Water Beam, Weed Whacker, Bonk Hammer. I think I like the Weed Whacker there. Grab a bit more land since I'm going for a lot of cheap seeds here. Those seem a bit better. Oops. It's a bit hard to see enemies from below because the UI stuff blocks a decent amount of the area there. If there was an option to zoom out a little bit there, that might be helpful. Crit chance, fish spawns, and apple spawns. That's really important. Weed Whacker. Both have about 45. Let's go for the attack frequency and knockback. Try and keep enemies off me a bit better with that. Weed Whacker, 2 amount, duration, attack size. That gives about 65, but less amount. Let's grab that one for the survivability. I feel like the minus apple healing is a bit too much on this guy. Like, even with crazy apple spawns, I'm just not healing very much at all. Fishing speed and yield. Let's look for some combat stats. I'm kind of dying here. Crop growth speed per yield. Look for some combat stats. Crit chance. Sure. I just can't really move anywhere. And then the apples do so little healing. Got a golden retriever, probably not super useful, but it's not that expensive. Toad oil, level 4. Let's push the water beam up quite a bit there, and grab some cheap seeds. Probably looking for some combat stats here. Resistance and attack size is pretty good. I have resistance into HP, which then goes into damage. So that should be pretty good, and I definitely need some resistance here. Gonna look for some better combat stuff. That would have been pretty good early on. Resistance and attack size is pretty good. Attack size when an aura is mined is pretty good, but getting a bit late for that now, and I need the immediate bonus. So I at least have some decent resistance, and my damage should be pretty good now. I probably need to finish those bosses at some point so I can get the pets. Attack size and frequency seems pretty good there. Some knockback as well. Amount about 30 versus 35. Let's go with that. Kind of hard to see with the huge toad oil puddles now though. Crop growth. Look for some other stuff. Chance of gaining an additional pet. That might actually be pretty good since I have 3 bosses that I need to kill still. Could get a lot of value off of that. I don't really care for either of these. Just grab the cat since I need some damage. Water beam, damage, crit chance, attack duration, frequency, size. About 70 stats there, 80 there. Go for that one. Apple spawns and healing sounds pretty nice here. Sure. Got bonk hammer, tongue lash, water beam. Water beam's still pretty low, so I can get a bunch there. Grab a bunch more land, since I want the cheap seeds to be spammed. Got 60 there, 65 there. I don't find projectile speed that useful on it though, so let's just go with that. Grab our pets, which will hopefully be doubled. Grab the increased yield, I think, since I don't have one of those. Let's look for some more interesting stuff, like some resistances would be pretty nice. Apple spawn and healing, I'm not going to pass that up though. Got an apple all the way over there. So that's down to minus 25%. So if you get enough plus healing, it actually should be pretty high. Apple spawns and healing, sure. Pretty low ore spawns, but oh well. I'm pretty good on money now. Water beam. About 90 there. 95 there. Projectile speed isn't that useful on it. Let's just grab that one. Maxed out. Let's grab the 4 amount this time and try that one out. Okay, that actually is kind of cool. I don't really want to lose resistance there or there. Let's see what else there is. Let's grab the resistance crit chance there. That's actually pretty good. Really need to get my resistance up a bit. See if I can grab the pet real quick. Chance to gain an additional pet. Sure. I might get one from the shop here as well. Retrieves loot. I think I like the water one. My water capacity is so low that I'm basically useless at that now anyways. No pet there. Grab some more land since I have plenty of money. Bonk hammer, weed whacker, toad oil. Toad oil is almost finished, so I'm going to grab some of those. And probably a few weed whackers as well, and then put the rest there. Grab some cheap seeds here. I guess I don't really need to go for cheap seeds anymore. I have plenty of money. Minus apple healing sounds kind of bad. I don't think I really want to lose that much health and resistance when I scale so much with those now. Apple healing is okay. Let's see what else there is. Attack frequency. Just gonna grab the fishing stuff since I scale apples up with that. Don't really need ore that much since I'm pretty good on money now. Toad oil max. Let's grab the big amount, size, and duration, I think. XP, resistance, that's quite good. It's getting a little bit late. And I do scale pretty well with resistance now, and I do need to get that up. 60 into HP, into damage, not bad. Mining speed, fish spawns and apple spawn is decent though. Sure. The combo of them is pretty nice if I only could have gotten those earlier on. Damage. Let's see what else we got maybe. That's not bad. Well, I could grab that. Sure. Should have absolutely insane apple spawns now. Got a golden retriever. Bonk hammer weed whacker. How's the weed doing? Level 4. And then probably some more tongue lash. Got some crazy toad oil puddles now. Would be really nuts on that guy I played the other day who scales up your attack size. Attack frequency. Let's see what else we got here. Attack duration. That's not bad. I have the toad oil, the weed whacker, and the water beams. Bonk hammer. Let's grab some bigger stats there. Bonk hammer, 2 amount. Sure, and it's supposed to be pretty good at knockback, so that might be decent there anyways. Health regen does nothing. Minus apple spawns, nope. Max health is okay. Probably just grab the extra fishing there. This character actually does seem pretty hard to get going though, with how limited the healing is on him. Mining, Max health and resistance is pretty nice here. Huge survivability, decent damage. Damage attack duration is pretty good. Don't want minus apple spawns. Although, that actually would increase my healing a lot now. I'm getting pretty late. And I have scaled up my spawns a lot by fishing. So I might take that just for the big healing increase now that I think about it. So my apple healing is actually positive now. And I still have a ton of spawns at 450%. Tongue lash, let's get the 2 amount there. We've got the weed whacker maxed. Grab the 2 amount and duration and frequency there, I think. Tongue lash. 3 amount. Some big attack size, sure. Don't have anything interesting here. Tongue lash, bonk hammer. That one's almost maxed. But I only had 5 apparently, huh? Just grab some big seeds since I'm rich now. See what else we got. Crit chance and damage is pretty good. It's actually quite a bit of damage, and I'm getting pretty late now, so I think I'm just gonna grab that. See what else we got. Attack frequency and duration is not bad. That's decent. Let's just go there. I have plenty of percent damage to spare with all the HP scaling I have now. Watering stuff. Attack duration's okay. Let's just grab the attacks enemy since it's getting pretty late now. Would definitely take the elephant early on. Out of these, resistance is pretty good. Should be getting close to the cap there, 95%. And my HP is also getting quite high, which then gives me damage. Grab a toucan. I already have like 4 golden retrievers, I think. Crit damage. Damage is alright. Resistance and max health is extremely good. Let's grab that. Max health. Damage attack frequency is pretty good there. Attack frequency is decent. Crit chance and attack size. I do have a lot of resistance, so that's probably fine. Amount, damage, frequency, knockback. That is a lot of stats though. Like almost 100% there. And then I think that's actually 95 on both. And that just has more amount. Attack frequency and duration is pretty good, but this is huge for me. I scale well with both resistance and HP. Let's see, attack frequency is decent, and duration on top of that. Attack frequency and duration. Sure. Can buy just whatever now. Probably just gonna buy some good seeds and then I have plenty up here, so just gonna buy the best ones for now. Coin gain doesn't really help at this point. Those are kind of some early game bonuses, I think. Attack frequency is okay. It's actually pretty good since I don't have much longer to lose out on that anyways. Crit chance attack size is decent. I probably super overcapped on resistance with those two legendaries I got. So yeah, 135%. I'm not sure what the cap is, but you do still take damage. Ton of HP and damage now. The apples are starting to be pretty good at healing since I get so many and I increase the healing on them as well. Bonk hammer. Let's get the +1 amount there. Grab a quick apple over here and some more fishing. Getting a bit late for that. None of these are that great here. Max health per pickup range would have been good early on. Damage and attack frequency is pretty good damage there. Bonk hammer. Get the knockback and attack size, I think. Got a toucan. Plant seeds a bit faster. I have so much money. Not really any point into buying any of the cheap seeds there. Bonk hammer maxed. Grab the size, frequency, and knockback. Should be a pretty knockback focused weapon now. Grab a bit of attack duration there, sure. There's so much toad oil I can't even see if there's any fish there. Got some more watering, I think. Grab. I hope that still scales up my HP due to the other conversion item I have. The amount still increases even though I don't think it does anything. Crit chance, mining and fishing. That's pretty good. Crit chance and attack size, and I have infinite money anyways. Attack size. Let's see what else we got. Crit damage and damage is okay. Minus 20% enemy damage will make me pretty much invincible. Ton of fish over here. Crit chance, see what else there is. I guess a bit of crit damage there. Don't really care about water capacity. And there we go, Apple Fisher. Pretty rough start, but insane scaling. Might need a bit more meta progression for the higher difficulties. Got a bunch more achievements and another frog unlocked. Huge health, 484. A lot of resistance which went into my health. And then that goes into my damage at 282%. Had some decent fishing stuff which then went into my apple spawns at 502%. Which then gave me extra XP and HP. Let's see, where's the XP? Oh, there we go, 177%. Tons of pets as well. Let's see what that new frog is. I think I've had him. Oh, there we go. Crit chance per coin gain and coin gain per level, but much lower attack duration. So I guess you want to stack coin gain and XP and then you get a ton of crit chance. Then we've got a bit more meta progression, but some of the stuff I want is pretty expensive still. The plus health per level would have been quite good there as well, but I wanted all of the apple stuff, the plus spawns when a fish is caught, and the XP when one is collected. So yeah, that's going to be it for now. If you could leave me a like and subscribe if you liked the video, it helps out a lot. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.